Ladies and gentlemen, I just enjoy helping make the world go round with experts from the community and the world. Austin, VanDusen in the building. Austin, welcome to the Your Little Castle show.
Thank you.
So we were talking about all kinds of fun stuff as we got going here, and I said, hey man, how far out are you? We can actually come over and chat for a little while here, and if we both figure we're cool, I think you're pretty cool. Am I okay though?
You're all right, guy.
I'm working on it. We might decide, let's do an interview right here while you're in the studio of the Your Little Castle show. And that's because your business is located not too far from here.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, because the GPS said 15. How long did it really take?
About 5 minutes, give you. Yeah,
GPS,
right off the road.
How often is the GPS not even close? At least it gets you to where you're going. The estimates for the distance are off. I joke with people. They know I'm a fairly IndyCar style driver. How's that? Is that fair?
About the same. About the same. I got places to be.
Come on. Not when you're driving, moving things.
Gosh,
Only
no.
on your personal stuff.
Only in person.
Make sure I clarify
Always
that.
be safe.
Be safe. Life is short. You don't want to cause problems. Austin is in the building, and I said, man, you got it together. I'm going to interview you right now. We actually did a little other extra couple things. And I said, some cool tips I got for the website stuff. And bam, he's got a website all ready to go. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool to know people who can do that kind of stuff, right? Let me give it some. All right, good job. We're drinking our ice cold water. With a lot of people, we offer water to everybody when they come in the studio.
Yeah.
But today I grabbed a couple fresh, clean glasses, and this is the filtered water. And I'll even show everybody. This thing right here, this is cool.
It's good.
It takes the hard water. St. Charles is known for hard water a little bit, which is fine. It's more minerals, I think, really. But anyway, we all have bottled water. You see that every time a guest comes here. We've got some bottled water, but I was downstairs already, so I grabbed the filtered water. And this is like the cleanest. It's good.
It's some good water.
I don't know who the company. We need to call those guys and make them a sponsor of the show.
It's good water.
Thank you. All right, so when we get started, we always talk about great sponsors. Your Little Castle is brought to you by Carroll House Furniture, because you like nice things in a house that you likely had your stuff moved by my wonderful guest. You Go Far Moving. Go farther moving with us.
That's right.
Austin, I'm going to mess up your name a couple times, but
That's okay.
VanDusen.
Yes, sir. Said it right.
Said it right because I took time to look and read it off the screen there. I'm cheating everybody. I never cheated in school, mostly. If I had Cliff Notes or something, does that count? I don't know if that counts or not. Back when I took French, Mrs. Larson, we had our notes maybe underneath our seat sometimes. I don't know if that actually happened. That's what I heard. I mean, I would have.
Used to write on the hand, you know.
Hey, you're not. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right?
That's right.
So some people say.
That's not.
Now in the business world, that's a bad policy.
Yeah.
But if you're in French class, when you're just trying to get through, that wasn't what you were working on for a life career. Je m'appelle Cartier. My real name's Carter, so Cartier. I'm a part owner of Cartier watches. Not really. But Cartier, that's the only thing I remember. My name is Carter. We're not here to learn French today, everybody. We're going to talk about what it's like and the important things you should know when you're moving. This guy, I can tell already, I had a great conversation with him. He started his own stuff now, so some of this stuff is new, but he's been doing it. How long have you been doing actual moving?
I've been in the industry for almost 10 years. So right around 8 to 9 years.
10 years. He looks like he's 23 years old right now, so he started when he was 13, I guess. But you've been, so you're as a fair.
I'm 31.
31. I was going to say, if you want to say your age, you can. A lot of times, certain parts of the population, certain genders, you don't do that. But even then, I'd be like, if I knew she was 33, I'd be, look like you're 23, right? That's a good, safe thing to do. And maybe she was 23, but you never want to guess a girl's older than she is. No. Guys, they're like, oh, well, that depends. People tell me I look 60. Some people say I look 30. I'm like, whatever.
You're 40.
Gotcha. I'm 30, 40. I'm 40. See, he's giving me
Gotcha.
12 years. I'm 52. All right. Well, when it boils down to a successful move, I'm not talking about a successful move in life, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about, I have personally gone through some of this, and we didn't even talk about this. What risks was I taking by doing my own move?
A lot. A lot.
All right. Let me have it.
So kind of when you're doing your own moves, I mean, you're having your friends and family most of the time. So friends and family, they're great. Love them.
Love the
They're
family.
not movers. Movers, I mean, we have insurance, we have things that are needed to help protect you and protect ourselves. And I mean, you always want your best care for your belongings, so we're the guys. We're the guys for it.
Well, this falls into the strong category of cheap gets very expensive.
Yes.
Take note on that one. We use that often. But okay, so now I hadn't even thought about it when I was doing this because I'm helping my girlfriend move. Sad situation with the family that two people very close to her in heaven, 3 actually altogether, but empty houses at that point that need to be sold and whatever. And I'm like, I got you. And we rented from a company. Maybe they should be a sponsor too, but we'll just say a place that's known for hauling things that you can do. Yeah. You and you know what I'm saying. Anyway, great company. They hooked us up. But now I'm thinking about it, man. Gosh, I hadn't thought about it. I'm a smart guy, I think. And I got this master's degree. Master degrees. I got a master's degree, believe it or not. And I still don't know everything, right? So how many people, don't get me started. I just guys have their PhDs, and I'm like, let me explain to you how life works in some ways. They didn't teach them in PhD school. But if we run into somebody, who's paying for that?
We do. Everybody.
Well, I'm saying, if I'm doing my thing where I rented something that you can haul.
Oh, you're paying for it.
So what insurance is covered? My car insurance? What? I'm honest. I don't know.
For what? For us?
Let's say, no, I'm driving. I just do it myself. I go rent a truck from a place that you
haul stuff.
You can haul stuff from. You can haul. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah. They're great guys. They worked it out. I just didn't thought about this. Like literally, did I sign a waiver that put all the responsibility on me, or is there some on them?
You're gonna pay more to have that insurance versus going with a professional moving company that's already included. That comes with us. Okay. I mean, that's just like,
So I could sign something there. Yeah. They give me these options. Maybe I'm like, $250,000 extra for $13 or $75 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more expensive for that versus just hiring a moving company, and that's included with the truck.
And then the more, this is a win-win-win here. Is what, man, I just think I'm smart. And I'm like, man, that was crazy to do. But we did it, and thank God we didn't run over a side of a highway. You go in the overpass and turn over and fall on the highway. I mean, that doesn't happen very often, but those are things you have to watch out for. That's why you pay somebody to do things. The other big thing is DJ Fish. I'm going to call him, take Fish. I was going to be there at 7:30. It's 8:30 now. I'll text you back, but Fish shows up for me. Super nice guy. Not a moving guy. Nothing wrong with you, Fish. You're a beautiful person, but he's not one of these big, strong guys that's going to lift a bunch of boxes. And I mean, which one of us are? And so he hasn't hit me up. Anyway, so I got to hit him back up and say, Fish, I'll be there later because I got more discussion here. We want to talk to Austin here. So now you got your friends lifting stuff that they're not capable of usually, sometimes. My friends are all super bodybuilder guys and all that. But, man, now you're talking about they're breaking stuff and all that. Tell me about the process and why somebody should really hire you.
I mean, well, we are a one-stop shop. So we are a full-service moving company, what you would consider white glove. So we kind of start, first thing we start with your estimate. So we can either do over the phone, we can do a virtual, or we can do an in-home estimate. I always prefer in-home estimates just because I'm able to walk through the home with you and kind of get more of a better understanding of what you need, and I get to meet you in person, which is one of my favorite things. But when it comes to the moving process, we start from the estimate all the way to the final delivery to signing paperwork, calling it a day. We unpack, we load, we unpack, we deliver, everything. I mean, it's great.
Well, and when you're doing everything, like I'm clicking my phone over here because I feel bad now. Fish, I'll get there later. I apologize. I've told him we get, but business comes first. And when we started talking, I felt like, okay, we're recording at 8:30 on a what night is tonight? Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I lose track of the days. When I started a TV show, I knew we might get to have some success helping businesses. I didn't realize the response we would have. Thank you for again coming on as an expert. We've had another moving company on prior a long time ago. They're good guys. Yeah. But you need more than one roofing. I'm sorry, we got a lot of roofing guys coming on. But more than one moving company in St. Louis to do all the moving. We actually had 2 others and they're all great. But man, it takes the time to sit down and explain to us what we need to know. And I've had multiple conversations with roofing guys or HVAC guys. Not one of those conversations was hardly anything close to the same because you guys are so knowledgeable. You've been doing this for 10, 20, 15 years. And I give kudos to the younger guys. Like you said, I call them the young guys. He's only 22 years younger than me.
No. Oh,
21. When I was 21, he was born. How about that?
Oof.
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 Yeah. Do I look that old? Don't answer that. So the younger guys, they deal with the technology much more quickly.
Yes.
Here's another one I'll be honest about. I was helping him update and edit, do some stuff for the website. We actually put together the website here to make sure that this thing was, because you had a problem with an old company that I know very well, and I won't say the names, and know real well. And I said, I'll fix it for you. Let's get that done. Anyway, I clicked on something, and it does a weird, normally you click on the item, it uploads it. He says, you got to copy this guy. He looks, he goes, you got to click the copy and then paste the link in there. I'm like, why would anybody ever do that? But it was a template for something we do that looks beautiful, and it gets done quickly, and it looks great, and you embed all the things. And then like, oh, the SEO guys are going to come chiming in and go, oh, you got to have SEO. Oh, gosh, let me talk to you about SEO for a while. Don't get scammed with SEO. You're smarter than that, too. Yes. Watch out for your SEO guys. Talk to me first before you spend any money on search engine optimization. But the technology you guys can handle, because now, you talked to me earlier, you've got a whole booking suite already ready to go. It's going to be linked to your website. If it's not tonight, probably you'll have it linked with the site we got up. But literally, now you make it so easy for people. How has technology helped you?
I mean, so there's, for some people that don't really want a phone call and don't have the time to, with our website, whenever you go in and you want to request a quote, you can do everything from, you can put your address in there, you can put everything down, even down to the stuff of moving, to where it sends it directly to my phone or to one of the salespeople's phones, and we book it right then and there. And it's almost you don't really have to talk to anyone, and we just kind of go over the dates and everything with you.
I'm putting your website up there because that thing looks good. And right
it
there,
does.
Schedule an appointment, schedule a pickup. They'll be able to click on that link, and boom, right there, schedule you. You're going to get an alert on your phone, and approve or accept, depending on what they say.
They text right. It'll get a text right to my phone, and if they want to call, they can just, if they want me to call them, I can just call them right up, or they just automatically book and they're on the calendar. It's pretty easy.
I got my pencil out here, everybody. It's a big pencil. It's an actual pencil. I've written with it a couple of times. Haven't made a mistake with. I don't want to use this eraser. It is a real eraser, but take note of that one, everybody. How often do we just run out of time?
A lot.
A separate conversation. I always use my own mistakes. I'll talk about my own personal mistakes that I've made, because I don't know what every other mistake everybody else has made, but I'll share them so we can all learn, try to help. I have a gal who's going to do some work for me, and she's awesome, unbelievable editor. And oh boy, how much detail should I give her? But anyway, I said, and I talked to her later, and I said, I talked to the person that referred me to her, and I said, I never got their number. And she's one of these younger and really awesome editors. I'm like, tell me she's not somebody who only communicates through Instagram.
Yeah.
Do we have that? Do you deal with that?
We do.
Is that people like, I tried to book you through Instagram? You got to go to the website at least.
They always they'll like our pictures, and the next thing you know, we're going to text message saying, hey, can you call? Like, we need an estimate. Cool, absolutely. I'll call you right then.
Okay, so you do, all right, that's another thing.
We do everything.
That's why it's good to work with younger guys like this, because they will get through to and take care of the issue. Whether you're older like me, and we do this thing with, I'm older, but I do text messaging. Do people still do that?
Absolutely.
And you can text into your thing and whatever.
We can have a full conversation.
Right there, and never have to actually talk to somebody.
Yep.
That would be terrible if we spent time talking to somebody.
Horrible time.
Look at this. We've got a placeholder in here for the video. That is a still image from our little interview that we're doing right now that was a pre-interview. But that's what's going on his website. This interview that we're doing right now will be up there shortly. Yep. And that allows, I think it's important people get to know each other a little bit.
Yeah. Especially
if you're going to, what's the average person spend for the average moving job with you?
What a customer spends?
Yeah. Somebody says, hey, I need your...
between $500 to $1,500 is about...
$500 to $1,500?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so when somebody, I would still argue that, and you probably have some jobs that are like, website, look at the website here, it talks about it. You're going to do local, I'll put this up, talk to me about the differences and how much these cost.
Okay, so with local moving, that's just your within St. Louis, in Missouri area. Belleville, Illinois is about as far as we go on that side of Illinois. That's, your typical load, unload same day, packing same day. And then you move over to your commercial side, that's more of our businesses. So, B2Bs, anything like that, commercials need to be done long distance or interstate, as we would call it, is anyone that's in the lower 48 states. So you need to come from Missouri to California, we cover it. If you need to go to Florida, I will absolutely take you to Florida.
So all things covered there, local, commercial, interstate.
Yes, sir.
Long distance. And so, which is interstate. We had a discussion about that. And the AI was writing the stuff for us as we do this to help figure out the bullet points, et cetera, because it helped them with a couple things. Anyway, so how much what's the variance there, which regards, I'm using big words like variance. What's the variance between a local move, is that the $500 to $1,500?
Normally, yes.
Okay. And so like if somebody wants to not spend $500, then go do it yourself and hopefully you don't wreck. Right?
No, gosh, no. No, so,
I was driving this truck and I'm like, God,
by all means, like,
because I'm like, duh.
yeah, if you were looking for like just labor service, so like you want to buy the truck that you can haul, and you just need someone to come load it, unload it, we absolutely do that. Now, the only thing we have is a 1 hour minimum. So,
okay,
and that just based on how many men you would need.
So somebody can rent their own truck and you'll come over, bring the movers.
Yeah,
that's what I needed. I was willing to take the risk. I'm like, man, why did I do that? That was crazy. Because this truck is huge.
Yeah.
Huge truck. There's an acronym for that I won't use. A very large truck. My dad used to joke that. My dad never cursed, but a B truck, something. And it's the letter in the middle, I won't say. But anyway, so big trucks, so like nobody likes driving those things unless they're experts at that.
Love them.
The trucker guys, you guys,
love them.
You love doing this.
Love
okay.
them. Hate driving the car.
My life flashes in front of me.
Really?
Yes. I mean, I did it anyway. I'm like, I got to do this anyway. And it's kind of fun, and they're big.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, man, what if I clip some car?
Well, we don't think about that. You pay attention to the road.
Right. I'm just saying, if I clip them with my little SUV, which I've got an SUV, and it's a mid-size SUV, not a big one. I had a Lincoln Navigator years ago. I was like driving a truck. It is a truck, technically. But I was driving, like, man, this thing, and I could put 7 people here, which I did twice. That's what my mid-size, and I can lift, the hatch comes up and all that, whatever. But, man, come on, you were talking about this earlier. The reason the insurance is so important, we're getting totally off topic. I have your questions here, but these are important things that people need to know.
So,
you got 16,000 pounds? That's just the
18,000 pounds.
18, that's just the weight of the truck.
Empty. Yeah,
and
that's
then
before
they put 5,000 pounds of stuff in there.
Yeah, yeah. Then it's, the most that most 26-foot box trucks, which is what we have, can carry is 26,000 pounds fully loaded. Now we try to stay around 25 because you want to keep that weight below 26, so you're not running hot. But for like liability insurance reasons, yes, there is huge intakes on that, because being the commercial business, we have to hold a higher insurance than most people. So,
well, that's what I was thinking. What was I really risking? Because if I do accidentally, God forbid, run over somebody, I don't want to say a name. Like, I don't even think about grandma or whoever, anybody. My gosh, it's a $2 million lawsuit.
Easy.
That's terrifying to imagine. I'm not trying to freak everybody out. There's a 97% chance, a 99.9% chance that's not going to happen. But that's where I talk to my dad would always say, buy the extra coverage. I'll give a little example. This really happened. In my coma accident, we had uninsured liability on me wherever I was. I didn't know what that was for many, many years after the coma and the accident. Other people involved, I won't get too specific, didn't have the kind of coverage. So there was worse things that happened to other people, and they got far less recovery money from the whatever because they didn't have the right insurance. And I don't even know how to fathom what I need when I'm renting a truck and all that stuff. So I don't want to make this too big of an issue, but it's just hit me, guys. I'm sorry, but another huge reason, not just because you get huge, big, strong guys to lift everything, that's really important too, but the insurance is the other big thing.
Yes.
Why would you do this yourself? There's a possibility you can do it. Better to do it with somebody who knows what they're doing.
That's absolutely correct.
Okay. You started this, you've been in business, you said, with your company now, how long?
Since 2021.
Okay, so, but in the industry, 11 years, you said?
Almost 10 years.
Almost 10, okay. So you're going back, taking it back to that old school, from an old fool. It was so cool. But I love it. I quote song, I'm a singer. You never close your eyes can't do more than 8 seconds or I get in trouble. But 10 years, by the time you've done something for 10 years, you're an expert.
Yes.
And you've been doing it longer than that.
Almost, yeah.
You're right at 10.
Yeah.
Okay, but 9 years, 8 months, okay. Anything, generally, these days, you become an expert within like 6 months to a year if you really work hard at it. A lot of people float through life and just kind of show up for work. I know those type of people. We need those type of people. But just go-getters like we got here, that you're not that type of person, I don't think. No. He's run some big things for some big companies I can't name, as he told me privately. Correct. I'm like, okay, you've done some cool stuff. You're a go-getter. I didn't follow his. I started my own company when I was 38. You've already been doing this for 3 years? So you were 28 when you started. Yep. That's a go-getter. All right. What is that led you here, though? I mean, you just started off and said, one day I want to be a moving guy, or how did you?
So, I mean, I was learning from a great guy I knew how to run a company at that time. He knew the business side, and he kind of was teaching me that. And when he was ready to get out of the saddle, he kind of handed it to me, and I took over and renamed the company, and here we are now.
I told him I serviced some of my clients were down in a little part of southern Illinois. It was my region for a company I worked for. And I won't say the name of them either because I don't like to get anybody's names. A great company. You mentioned their name before. You partnered with them, some of them. They do awesome stuff. But I didn't realize, as I thought about it, man, it might be, this is why some of these guys are like, I want to start a moving company because your overhead. When I do, and nothing, I've had multiple marble bathroom remodeling, but built into their cost is a lot of materials.
Yes.
Right? You got to have the cabinets and the countertops and everything. Here, your overhead, and that's why I guess you can say, as somebody who's very efficient with technology, you're going to offer a very great value to people too, because you still got all the insurance because you have to, or else you're really taking a risk.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you get a great value because you're not doing all kinds of television and print and all the other stuff those guys do to take over. And then if they have a problem, they want to talk to the owner. Good luck with that. You're the owner.
They call me. They call me. I'm a one-stop shop. I'm a one-man army on this. So.
But you've got guys working for you.
Absolutely, yeah.
How many guys are part of your crew?
So I have 14 crew members, not including myself. And I mean, we have everybody from installers to everyone has a role. So every mover is an installer, every driver is a mover. We got 14 guys plus myself. So.
And so, do you have to have a CDL?
No. You have to hold a Class E license, so it's just standard commercial license.
What is it? Okay, I just lined up our pictures. We're like
we're perfect.
Like some ghosting thing.
Yeah.
I didn't do that on purpose. I was trying to get it to where you can see the. But I'm sorry, not a CDL.
No.
Class E. Is that different than a normal driver?
Yes.
What's a normal driver's
So normal driver license is F.
An F. I got lots of Fs before, so I know what he's talking about. No, I never. But a couple C's, a bunch of C's sometimes. I didn't care as much in high school.
I didn't either.
Yeah, the C guys hire the A and B guys to work for us. Is that what my dad?
No. They got me to work for them.
Okay. Well, then learn and say, hey, I want to become
same school.
One or the other. But okay. So what's the difference, and how do you get that E versus?
So it's just the standard test. You
got to go as extra though. Because your standard is just pass the test.
Pass the test, and then you take another written test.
Okay.
And then you take a driving course again because you have to know the weight of the trucks, the height of the trucks, because that all differs. But when you break down that part, it's more of the only thing that changes with licensing from a Class E to a Class A is weight. Is how much weight you can haul. So for a Class E, for us, is you can only haul 26,000 pounds, and then it goes to 33,000, then 43,000 or 44,000, and then up to 80,000 pounds. So it's just breaking down. Random knowledge I'm full of.
I would think as a moving guy you might need to know these things. I'm glad you know them. Now I'm thinking about all the stuff we were hauling. I'm going.
Yeah.
I hope that was what we weren't over any weight.
You ever see those semi trucks with the hauling the tree logs? Or logs, those guys have put a lot of time to be able to haul that stuff. Those are.
Oh, is that the ones like they strap the back wheels become part of the trees?
Yep.
I've seen this.
Yeah, those guys have put some time in to get that.
Yeah.
Because that's like a specialty license for that type of stuff. Okay. Moving? Not really.
That's like a double Z license or something.
Oh, so I don't even have that one. A lot of them don't have that one.
Okay, we're trying to get through here. I got a couple more things. We're going to probably do 2 half hours if Austin will let me, because I'm doubling, I'm tripling, I'm quadrupling, I'm extilling my knowledge here with what we got. But tell me, give me, if you would, a quick breakdown on a cost analysis.
Okay.
What is somebody typically spending and why? And there's reasons for the charges you have there.
Yes. So a lot of it gets broken down between, well, travel charge. So if you're within 100 miles or within an hour drive, you have a $125 travel charge. That is just covering it unless we're not sending out a truck. If we're just sending out some labor guys, to help you haul something, then it's only $50.
Okay.
And then it's just everything else is kind of breaking down hourly by the manpower. So when we're doing that estimate part, is when we're kind of going through and looking at the job, going over the inventory of everything that needs to be moved, and then kind of assessing like, hey, and then some customers may say, hey, I want to add an extra guy just so it goes faster. It does cost a little bit more. You're going to save more time in the long run. So essentially you save some money. But cost analysis breaks down to, I would say, between $500 to $1,500. Most of the time, I would say our average range is really about $1,200. And that's for a standard 8-hour move, and that's usually around 4 guys in 1 truck. That's about what we do. It's about a normal day for us.
Okay, I've got 2 minutes left here. I'd like to, at least, the first question, I'm going to reverse my order. I'm looking at my questions over there. What's the one thing that sets you apart? And before we finish up, maybe tune in for the second half hour, everybody, because we're going to talk about the mistake that most people make. And maybe we've kind of touched on it, but let's clarify that and kind of summarize, because my brain goes, I've got friends of mine like, Carter, your brain goes 14 million miles an hour in 12 different directions.
I just met you tonight in person, and yes, it does.
I got a lot of work to do.
We went through that. 10,000 things tonight.
And we did some work, and we got a lot of things done, but that's how I just like to be productive. And so tell me then, what is it that really sets you apart? Obviously, we talked about it. Give me somebody a summary here.
So, honestly, when it comes to me and me as a moving company, when you have a problem or you need something, you're talking directly to me. You're not talking to a salesperson. You're not talking to someone else. You're talking to the guy that can fix any and every problem you have. Or, hey, when I'm selling your move to you or booking your move, you're talking to the guy that can do everything.
Right.
I'm a one-stop shop.
Makes it easy. Hopefully you can get a hold of him. He's going to be super busy here coming up. I've got some automated marketing things that we help clients with and say, do you have this? Do you have that? Oh gosh, got another guy that my son just graduated with a degree in web marketing, web development. And I said, did he talk about this? And he's like, no. Like marketing automation, No, he's good at making websites. Great. Those are cookie cutter. That's like a dime a dozen. That's what the job. Those kinds of jobs are going away. But you got to do the follow up, the automation, the things that make your business much better. All right, we're going to start off the second half of the second show. I'm sorry. We're going to start off the second show in 30 seconds. We're going to finish up here. We're going to talk about what is the biggest mistake people really make when this all boils down to it, so that other people don't make that mistake, because that can be a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody, stay tuned for that. This is the Your Little Castle show, and we're going to, my head's melting now because of all the stuff he shared with me to help me understand what's going on. We'll be back. Giddy up.